Kylie Minogue has come a long way since her days as Charlene in Neighbours. Today, tired but bubbly and much more polished, Kylie held a news conference at Melbourne Airport, flying in after a whirlwind promotional tour of England, Europe, Asia and the United States.
I'm really tired, but I'm so excited to be home today. I mean, I nearly cried when I wanted to kiss the tarmac.
The pint-sized singing star has become the most popular Australian female artist in the UK. And in Japan, where she's never been seen, one Kylie single has been #1 for the past 12 weeks. But there's no talk of a concert tour.
I think it's best to wait till I'm ready, wait till I feel confident enough and have the experience, rather than rush out and do a flop concert.
But in America, Kylie has begun reading movie scripts.
I've met with a few agents, and hopefully something may happen by the end of the year.
And her ideal leading man...
I really like William Hurt. I can imagine the size difference though.
Kylie's arrival was largely unpublicised, and for the next 5 weeks it'll be lots of low-key rest before heading overseas again.
International tour, which confirmed her unrivalled stardom overseas. Although she has the top song in hit parades in many countries, Kylie says she's not yet confident enough to do a live concert tour.
Kylie Minogue's carefully orchestrated 8.5-week European and American tour ended at the Melbourne Airport with another media conference.
I've been right around and it's been great.
The tiny 20-year-old singer has temporarily left the enormously successful soap series Neighbours to pursue a singing career. She's now Australia's #1 music export.
What is it that's so special? And I don't know. I think it's a case of being pretty normal helps.
Kylie Minogue is #1 in England, and the song I Should Be So Lucky has been #1 for 12 weeks in Japan. Now it's a matter of conquering America and possibly a stint in films.
I've met with a few agents, and hopefully something may happen by the end of the year.
At the moment, her musical plans do not include any Australian live performances.
And I think it's best to wait till I'm ready, wait till I feel confident enough and have the experience, rather than rush out and do a flop concert.
Diana King, 7 News.
She's just a normal girl. As Gavin McDougall discovered, our latest singing sensation is home for a short rest before hitting the promotional trail again.
It sounds cliched, but it's true. At 20 years of age, the diminutive Melbourne actress come pop star has the world at her feet. Kylie Minogue quietly slipped into Melbourne Airport today after a hectic promotional schedule in Europe, the UK and America. Having amassed some remarkable sales statistics for her single I Should Be So Lucky, which has now sold well over 1 million worldwide, and her first album, Kylie's home to contemplate the success that has her records in the top 10 in no less than 16 countries, including Japan.
And that amazes me. I haven't even been there yet, so I mean, it's really hard to comprehend.
Love her like most, or tired of her like some, it's hard not to admire the maturity shown by the patriotic Melbourne girl, now described by some as the most successful Australian performer overseas. With the possibility of a movie role in the US, a new album next year and more promotional tours next month, Kylie still hasn't quite put her finger on what it is that's taken her to these heady heights.
I really don't know. I mean, that's what everyone wants to know. What is it that's so special? And I don't know. I think it's a case of being pretty normal helps. A lot of kids would look at me and think that could be me up there.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby.
Yeah!
The locomotion.
1962, the country was in the middle of the Kennedy years. A new sense of unlimited possibilities was sweeping the land. It influenced politics, education, science, and of course, music.
Now, America was moving to a new beat. And as we're going to see in the making of the hit, the driving rhythms of a singer named Little Eva brought people to their feet.
Number 62 by a 16-year-old unknown called Little Eva.
All of a sudden, I hear myself singing on the radio. Something I always wanted to do. I wanted to be a singer. My mother didn't want me to sing rock, she wanted me to sing gospel. But I wanted to sing. I didn't care what it was.
The making of the locomotion was a wonderful coincidence. Little Eva, born Eva Narcissus Boyd, had heard from friends that songwriter Carole King was looking for a babysitter.
And she said if the girl couldn't sing, she didn't want her, you know. So they told her that I sang also.
Eva got her big break when Carol asked her to help on a song.
They were just, you know, and then they was playing and messing around with lyrics, trying to get the right one to fit and the right chords and the music and all that. And so I came in, I heard them, and I came in where they were at. And then they started saying, what would you, you know, how would you do it? What would you say, you know? So they come up with this chugga motion, and I was demonstrating what I would do, you know, if it was me doing it, you know.
Eva cut the demo, but the song was pitched to Dee Dee Sharp. She turned it down, and Eva's version was released. It broke late in June 1962 and rocketed up the charts. By late August, it was the #1 song in the country.
My little baby sister can do it with me.
They said it was just a great song. It was a sort of song that lift you up. It was a fun song. I remember in the places how they used to form a line and go like a choo-choo, you know, like a train. And they were really having a ball out there, you know.
Everybody's doing a break.
It seemed incongruous that a hard rock band such as Grand Funk would re-record Little Eva's classic 12 years later. When Locomotion topped the charts in May of '74, it also became the second song of the rock era to become #1 twice by different artists. And now a third artist is taking aim.
Everybody's doing a break.
Singer-actress Kylie Minogue's version of Locomotion reached #1 in her native Australia. Now in America, it's the highest charting debut single on the pop charts.
I'll be really happy if it gets in the top 20 or if it does, you know, quite well. I mean, if it got to #1, I'd be beside myself.
Just 20 years old, Kylie was not even born when Little Eva first debuted the song.
I never even heard the original Locomotion until after I recorded mine. And I was only 6 years old when Grand Funk Railroad released theirs, so, you know, it seems to be one of those songs that people know subliminally. Everyone picks up on the chorus and people know it from somewhere.
Come on, baby.
As Little Eva's daughter now enjoys dancing to the classic version, her mommy muses on Kylie's rendition of it.
She did a good job. And she asked me how did I feel about it. And I told her, I said, it's good, you know. She said, but it's not you, is it? I said, well, no, you and not me, you know. It sounds all right, you know. But it wasn't me. I mean, I don't want to be prejudiced about it, but I think mine sounds better than anybody's.
Come on, baby.
Well, she's proud of her work. Good for her.
I tell you.
Little Eva and Locomotion influenced another current artist. Bruce Springsteen says it was Locomotion that inspired the rhythm of his song, Born to Run.
That's interesting. Real staying power with that one.
I think I'd rather wait till I have more material than I don't think one album's enough substantial.
No.
And I can't do Beatles covers all night. So,
Whitney Houston does.
Oh, does she?
No, sorry.
That's unfair.
No.
That's unfair.
That's unfair. Soap and water, Darryl.
No,
Wash my mouth out and leave it out. I'm terribly sorry.
Just one other thing. Peter O'Brien leaves this weekend to go off and do a play in London and then a pantomime. A lot of others are going off and doing their own thing as far as theatre. Are you going to go into some, I believe, you know, there's film talk and there's a chance that you may be doing a series and...
Yeah, I actually had a meeting with a few agents from LA.
Right.
And with one of the big film places there, I won't say which one. And it looks really good. They're really pleased. And
right.
It's like something's about to happen in America, so we're all getting ready.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Now listen, the new single off this album, it's my French, it's not too good. Could you pronounce it? Je ne sais pas pourquoi?
Je ne sais pas pourquoi.
Whoa, what does that mean?
It means I don't know why, which makes it a lot easier.
About what?
About love and all that sort of guff.
Oh, right, okay.
I know is it Stock Agents and Waterhole?
Yeah.
Yeah? They're doing it? The whole album's produced by them, is it?
Yeah.
I know a bit of French. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Ow! That's a French aftershave. Just stay out of it, would you please, Dick?
Congratulations what you're doing on the charts. Actually, you're the only one that probably can afford this. I'd just like to show you these. This is the Elton John's infamous auction that is on the 7th of September in London, the Sotheby's auction. And these books are the catalogues of what he's selling. And it's just extraordinary, the stuff that he's actually selling, and they're just the catalogues.
How much would he expect?
How much are the catalogues?
How much would he expect to pay? How much do you think he'll get?
I thought the prices are rather reasonable. I mean, if you've got that sort of
40, 50 million?
Yeah, about that. Yeah. So you might like to sort of just check them out. All right, now listen, also making the charts this week, they've roared into the top 10 with their album, and they've also roared into the singles charts at number 10 with their single. I'm talking about Poison, Nothing But a Good Time, and I open up and say with the album. And we actually spoke to young Brett, and this is what he had to say to you out there in Australia for doing this.
Australia, first of all, I'd like to start off by thanking you very much for making our single and our album top 10. I'd like to thank Hey Hey for supporting us. And first of all, you guys have got to have great taste with bands like In Excess, AC/DC, and Midnight Oil. Putting us in there with them makes us feel great. We'll see you. Cheers.
All right.
Beautiful. Thanks, Brett.
So there you go. That's young Brett from Poison, and as I say, they really can't wait to come out here and doing great business. Number 10 with their single and number 10 with their album.
He was a nice bloke, wasn't he?
He's a charming man.
He actually thanked us for... That's very nice.
He's absolutely charming. You may not like him after, just towards the end of Melodrama, but I'll keep that a secret for the moment. I have got to make another apology this week.
Not again. Oh, gee.
Apology.
Just sit through this, Kylie.
Okay.
We'll try and make it...
Molly's sorry file.
No, I actually put a bit of rubbish on Olivia Newton-John. It shocked Daryl, it shocked Ozzy, and I said the damn thing wouldn't be a hit. Well, they've proved me wrong because after 1 week, it's gone to number 40 with a bullet.
Nah.
So there you go, 40 with a bullet.
Olivia has got a hit on her hands, and here it is, the one that is number 40 this week, going to be a hit. Even Darren Hinch was right. So here it is, Olivia Newton-John, The Rumour.
I tip this.
Is John Farrar still doing stuff for a
No,
living?
he's Archie Elton wrote that song, and she's mixing and matching it at the moment. I thought, after the last album, she perhaps should have stayed with John, and hardened it up a bit. But there you go. But she's got a hit on her hands, and another hit in the hands is our favourite group at the moment, the Shantuzis, and they roared into the charts this week at number 22 with a bullet. Great effort. Let's give them a cheer. Ooh, yes, the Shantuzis.
I just want to ask, because it's some big names you're going through there. Kylie, have you met some names that you've always admired when you went overseas? Did you have a chance to sort of meet up with anybody?
No, I didn't actually. I was so busy. I met Bros.
Yes.
I met them in America though, which was a bit strange.
But they're not as big as you, quite frankly. So
Well.
they would have been thrilled to meet you. But I just wondered if there was anyone you'd met that you thought, for years I wanted to meet that person.
I was this close to meeting Prince, but I was in Scotland or something,
Oh, were you?
so I missed out. Yeah.
Actually,
Don't worry, a little
he's
later on
actually
I'll
very-
introduce you to Ozzy.
Yeah, that's right. He's about as tall as you too, Prince.
know,
He's
we're
not
very
very
good
big.
pair.
Actually,
Is he
you two
really?
could sort of perhaps get along together.
Yeah. I saw his concert in London.
Did you love it?
Mm.
Oh, didn't you
Famous.
love it? Great. I should have said, Prince. Prince is that good.
Is he still using Vanity in his concert?
No, Vanity's gone. Actually,
poor love. I thought you...
No, Sheena Easton was the big...
And Cat.
Yeah, and
His
Cat.
grandson.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You
Really
should
hot.
see Cat, my God.
Yeah. Now listen, we won't go into...
Cat?
Cat,
yes.
that's the name of the person.
Oh.
A dancer.
Really?
Yeah, well, you're partial to dancers.
Anyway,
Well,
you got me in my tracks. Just like that, stopped me right in my tracks. I got nothing to go on with. I would let you finish the segment.
Because we've got a race on, I must congratulate a group, 1927, because they did a great job a couple of weeks ago on Hey Hey, and they're doing great business on the singles chart. So
Taken years for that album to come out.
No, it's only a 12-inch. But
Only
there you go,
12
that's
inch,
what I
sorry.
think of you, and that is by 1927. All right, there you go. Now
Does
listen.
one feel a little bored, a little sort of, what am I going to do next? Sitting here next to Molly?
I was about to go back to the When Will I Be Famous,
Okay.
So Lucky competition. Oh, boy. Well, can you tell them? Can you explain it?
Oh,
Having a
it's
bloody
confusing.
clue. All right.
either way.
No, all you've got to do is this week we've asked you name 3 tracks off Kylie's album. Kylie,
Side
next
2.
week we'll
Side
ask you...
2 of the
Side 2,
album.
right.
Side 2.
Next week we'll ask you the second part of the question about Bros. Then after that, you can go for break and get your entries in. A trip around the world for 2 to New York, spending money on behalf of someone.
Skittles, courtesy of Skittles, Molly.
Right, and there you go. And going to London to meet Bros and going to the Bros concert. It's a great competition. It's no doubt. Now listen, before I hand back to these two, thank you very much. I congratulate you. I think that you've weathered the storm, and I mean it's very hard to weather the critics, and you've really done it in style.
Yeah.
And you're an excellent person and a great ambassador to Australia.
Thank
All right.
you.
And back to you two. Young Brett from Poison had this to say about you two. Daryl and Ozzy.
Listen, if Daryl and Ozzy want to be real men, they need tattoos. Anyway, cheers.
The poor, sick, demented child.
Happy.
Kylie, thank you for coming in and kicking off this competition, which is well worthwhile entering. But please don't send your entries in yet. Remember, part 2 of the competition next week. That was Molly's Melodrama. We'll be back very shortly. You're watching Hey Hey, it's Saturday.
Hey, good luck, Kylie. How do you like them apples?